I have a problem. My profile's extremely lopsided. I've been spending basically all my time focusing on combat and mining, but I've been completely neglecting alchemy, fishing, foraging, and farming. Farming is definitely the least miserable of the four, so I'm going to start on that one. What I didn't know at the time is that I was going about the farming all wrong, and there's one easy thing I could have done to save myself probably hours. Stay tuned to figure out what that is. Before I start leveling up my Skyblock skills, I'd like to ask you guys to help me level up my YouTube channel. So if you enjoy the video, please consider liking or subscribing. Anyway, it's farming time! To start off, I cleared off the first plot of the garden, which is probably one of the few good decisions I made during this process. Which I then proceeded to ignore to hub farm for some ungodly reason. It went about as well as you'd expect. I leveled up my farming, but I feel nothing. I'm truly a hollow man. The reason I was farming on the hub island is because I watched a tutorial on how to make a really big optimized farm, and it requires the basket of seeds. So I started farming to level up my seed collection so I could make a box of seeds. With my brain cells rapidly dying, it took an embarrassingly long time to figure out that there was a difference. My stubborn refusal to use the auction house wasn't helping either. And yes, I could probably just buy the sack of seeds or the agronomy bag off the auction house, but I feel like this is necessary. How funny would it be if I just, like, released this video just completely uncut of me farming and fishing that's just 3 hours of me complaining? That'd be pretty funny, I think. Can't wait to unlock the seed box recipe, and then it requires way more seeds than I have because I sold most of them just because I didn't know there was an enchanted seed recipe. Oh, there it is. Box of seeds. It's a recipe. I have to actually make it. Okay. Rip off the bandage. What's the requirement? It's so many enchanted seeds. I could buy them, but I'm already sunk cost fallacying myself. And after farming for another 2 whole hours, I finally was able to craft it. And there we go. Box of seeds. Only to finally find out it was the wrong item. So it turns out it's not seed storage at all, and I've been doing this all for nothing. Ah, got him. GG's. How do I actually unlock the bag of seeds, then? It's bought from Jacob's Contests. I'm bit mad about that. Cannot lie. Completely and utterly defeated. I decided to take a break from farming and focus on alchemy for a bit, because my alchemy skill at the time was level 6. Yeah, 6. After brewing some vanilla Minecraft potions, which yielded little to no XP, I decided to look up what the optimal ingredients to use to level up alchemy were, and it turns out the answer is sugarcane, so, believe it or not, straight back to the farm. But of course it wouldn't be as easy as just farming sugarcane at the garden. Okay, so I go to the garden to farm some sugarcane, and... Why? Why can't I farm at the garden with the crops that I want? Isn't that the whole point of the garden? Left with no other options, I got back to work farming, knocking out commissions. Oh, you get customers? Okay. Need some bread. Yo! And manually planting plots of crops. And yes, I now know that you can paste plots directly from the desk, but I was already experiencing brain death. Cut me some slack. Alright, so I took a nice long break of entire, like, 10 minutes, and I leveled up farming again by farming carrots. So, yeah, that's something that happened. Started to actually, like, get decently high farming level, I think. Like, yeah, that's... Oh, I thought I was 26, I'm 16. Never mind. Illiteracy strikes again. While I was working on leveling up my garden, I noticed something. There was a Jacob's contest for wheat happening soon, and I had plenty of wheat, so I planted a nice big field of wheat and got ready for the contest. My goal was only to get a bronze medal, which means I just need to place within the top 60% of Skyblock players who are participating. Easy enough, right? Wrong. My wheat field lasted about as long as a Skyblock player can when they're exposed to sunlight, or about 30 seconds, leaving me with no medal, no wheat, and immeasurable disappointment. Yeah, that's... I'm just gonna call that a bit of an L. Ended there. But at least one good thing did actually come out of the Jacobs contest. Alright, so I'm back on the farm, and after that very disappointing Jacob contest, I kind of just, like, rage quit farming for a bit, and completely forgot that I actually had unlocked sugarcane, which is the original reason that I came to the farming island in the first place. So I really quickly set up a sugarcane farm, and I'm going for enchanted sugar. Each one of these, if I brew it into a potion, should give me 300 alchemy XP, which I'm pretty sure I only, like, need 1,000 for a level at the moment, because my alchemy level is so incredibly low. After farming that sugarcane for a bit, I headed back to my island, brewed some potions, and went all the way from alchemy 6 to 10. Hey, but at least I got a skyblock level. Alright, I'm finally doing it. I'm forking over 200k coins, an enchanted block of gold, and an enchanted block of coal. And I'm getting myself a farming pet. And there it is. That probably took way longer than it needed to, but again, for some reason, I just cannot spend money. As I continued to farm, I almost started to find myself enjoying it. Is this what Stockholm Syndrome feels like? I'd like to give a quick shout out to Sugarcane in the early game. My opinion on farming literally 180'd as soon as I unlocked and started actually farming sugarcane, because I don't have to till the ground, and I don't have to replant it every single time. The more I farmed, the more bearable it became, and one of the biggest quality of life jumps came from the agronomy sack. Okay, yet another big, exciting farming progression has happened. I finally got 16 enchanted hay bales, which means finally I can make the agronomy sack. And I don't have to take a break every 20 seconds when my inventory fills with seeds like it is now. This is another massive jump in quality of life, but I finally have enough redstone to... what? Oh. I guess I have a little extra to upgrade the personal compactor. So now I can have 3 slots in it. Oh, thank God. Now I can have it craft enchanted seeds, hay bales, and then enchanted hay bales all at once, so I don't have to manually craft one of the enchanted items. Oh, thank God. All of the skill XP was adding up pretty fast, and before I knew it, I was at Skyblock level 40. After cheaping out on farming gear for way too long, I decided to finally hand over some of the coins I'd been saving, and buy 2 items that on their own made farming go from terrible to bearable. The first is a mathematical hoe blueprint, which works a lot like Eevee from Pokemon, where you can craft it into multiple different hoes specializing in different crops, and once you fully level them up, they become optimal for said crops. The next item is the Replenish Enchanted Book. While a 1.2 million price tag for an enchantment seems like a lot, it's literally a night and day difference. If I could have told myself back when I started farming to put this book on a rookie hoe, I think it would have been worth it, just for the sheer convenience of not needing to replant crops. Please, if you take one thing away from this video, buy this book as soon as possible. You will thank yourself later. And there we go. As much as I'd love to test out this new hoe, next episode a very special mayor's taking office, and I'm planning on taking full advantage.